For some first responders, the badge and willingness to serve runs in the family.
And for others, they're ready for the call simply because they care for their community. In today's On the Front Lines, I introduce you to one local fire chief's story and his call to action.
I joined in 1983, so this will be 39 years this year. Since my dad had some friends that were Champaign firefighters, and that kind of got me interested. And I got to know some of the firefighters that were on Thomasboro being in the area, and they recruited me to come on as a cadet at 16. And from that, it just, like I said, kind of blossomed. My son was on for a little while. My stepson was on for a little bit. So there's a lot of training. We meet every Tuesday night for some sort of training or a meeting. And there's training outside of that. They go on to become first responders or EMTs. Some have gone on to be a paramedic, which is what I did through this. There's been a lot of holidays when you leave the mom and dad's table and take off and go on a call, or you leave your family at supper. You just sit down for supper, and it's right in front of you, and then the pager goes off, and away you go. So, you might be gone 20 minutes, or you might be gone 4 or 5 hours, or even longer. So it's not all just going to a fire and going to medical calls. We deal with things all the way from a toothache to the worst call you can imagine. Fatalities on the roadway, people, having cardiac arrest at their home, childbirth. We've had several of those over the years. And those, there's the good call, and then there's the not good call. And we deal with all of that at any given time. And you never know 2 o'clock in the morning or 2 o'clock in the afternoon when that call is going to be, or what that call is going to be. Your mindset on your call is you hear the call, and you have to react to what type of call it is. Is it a medical call? Is it an accident with an injury? Is there somebody trapped in a vehicle? Is it a building on fire? Is it a car fire? And you've got to make a decision how you're going to react and how we're going to handle that call each time. The biggest thing for me, and I try to tell my guys, is first of all, the most important thing is don't get excited. You're always going to get that way. You're going to get that feeling in your gut like, man, we got to go, got to go, got to go. But at the end of the day, you've got to take a deep breath, and you got to take care of business and take care of your people. We rely on our mutual aid partners. We have automatic mutual aid. If a call comes in that it's a house fire or a building fire or something like that, we're automatically going to get the help from 3 or 4 departments. And then if it's out in the rural area, we don't have water supply, so we have to call more departments to truck the water to the scene. We had a fire recently. It was a very large building, a lot of equipment in it, and we had, I believe it was 12 departments that responded. And 2/3 of that was for water, hauling water from Thomasboro, from Champaign, to bring it to the scene. We had a ladder truck come from Paxton to help us, and a ladder truck from Rantoul. So, it takes a lot of equipment, takes a lot of people to do a job like that. This is a volunteer fire department. We've got about 21 members right now. We would like to have, 30 to 35 members if we could. And that's been a struggle. It's been a long time since we've had numbers like that. Go to your local fire department and meet the guys, meet the chief, and let them explain to you how things work, how things go for that particular. Each department is different. They operate a little bit differently. And take some time and just see what it's all about. About every department is looking for help. Right now, our requirements are at 16, you can join as a cadet, and now at 18, you can become a full member. Come and volunteer. That would be a great thing. Come and check us out.
Well, those involved in keeping our community safe obviously have a very vital role to play.
Yeah, and we thank the Thomasboro team as well as all of our first responders that continue to answer the call.
And if you know a frontline worker that could use a little highlight here on CI Living, send their story my way to the email right there on your screen.